Hi guys, Rachel B here to teach a Power One Flow 2. The boys of my house so kindly volunteered, aka forced to be my models. This is my brother Evan and my dad Dean. Before we get rocking and rolling, I did want to demo Chaturanga for you. I don't know if you'll be able to see me at all, but that's fine. Chaturanga, you have three different options. The fullest expression from your knees, or to skip it completely. The fullest expression, I will cue. Exhale, Chaturanga. From high plank, lower down to a tricep push-up. Keep your elbows hugged in by your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Only thing that touches your mat is the palms of your hands and the toenail polish side of your feet. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use your core to pull your hips towards the sky. Second option, again, exhale, Chaturanga. This time, release your knees to your mat. Hug your heels in. Tricep, push-up, elbows, hug in. Inhale, up dog. Pull your thighs and your knees off the earth. Shine through your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then last but not least, exhale, Chaturanga. This one's great because you get to ignore me. My brother loves to do that. So I'll cue exhale, Chaturanga. Hang out in high plank. Inhale, up dog. Again, ignore me. Stay right here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Any questions, boys? Cool. We'll get started in child's pose then. Bring your toes to touch at the back of your mat. Knees go out wide. Sink your hips towards your heels. Soften through your chest, and then reach your arms long. I forgot to mention that the playlist is linked in the bio, so if you want to press play, go ahead. In these first couple of moments on your mat, I want you to think about what brought you into this space. A lot of times I find myself coming to my mat in this unpredicted time that we've been given, simply because I have to. But a lot of times it also gives me a space to connect. If you've tuned into our live videos, it's been really fun to connect and interact through there. But also it's a time for you to connect with yourself. So here, start to feel your body. Notice any aches, pain, stiffness, soreness, and allow your body to melt into your mat. And then notice your mind. Are there any thoughts, any stories spiraling around, holding you back from being completely present in this space? And let them go. Take a full breath in and sigh it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more like that. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. And this time, inhale in through your nose. Keep your lips sealed. Exhale through your nose. If you would like to create a little bit of internal fire, start to tap into your Ujjayi breath. Create a light constriction on the backside of your throat and through your vocal cords. And the great thing about your Ujjayi breath is it's kind of the glue, the connection that you get to make between your mind and your body. So if any time throughout practice you notice the thoughts and the stories start to spiral back in, crank up your breath and reconnect to the space that you've given yourself. Take one more exhale. Inhale, tabletop, and breathe. Pull your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Create a flat spine. Engage through your core. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, cat pose, pause. Press into your palms. Round your spine towards the sky. Send your gaze backwards towards your belly button. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, cow pose. Breathe here. Gaze up forward. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back. Dip your belly towards the earth. Take a breath in. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You are off on your own. Continue to move breath to movement. If there is any other organic movement your body does start to call for here, take it. I always like to roll through my rib cage, gaze over one shoulder to the next. Yeah, my dad took a nice option for a side body stretch. You can twist, stretch out your wrists. Start to connect with what your body needs. If you do take movement through one side of your body, give yourself the next couple of breaths to match it on your opposite. And when you feel even from side to side, settle back into stillness, tabletop. Crawl your hands a little bit further forward, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pull your hips towards the sky. First down dog of practice. I personally love to find movement here. You can pedal out through your hips. Maybe wag your tail side to side. Move through your heels, shift forward, back. It's a place for you to kind of take inventory of how your body feels today. Every single time you step onto your mat, you come here with a whole different set of cells. So notice the things that have changed. If you've been spending a lot of time in a chair sitting down, maybe your hamstrings are a little bit tighter. And if that's the case, invite a bend through your knees. If you find more length there, maybe start to work your heels towards the earth. Either way, start to soften through your chest and then rotate your triceps in towards your face. Relax your head between your biceps. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Inhale, gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Travel to the top of your mat. Stay and breathe. Take your feet as wide as feels good to you. I like to crawl mine all the way off of the earth. Invite a deep bend through your knees to release any tension built up through your low back. And then let everything fall heavy towards the earth. Yeah, my dad again took a great option for a bind here. Capture opposite bicep, opposite hand. Maybe you find a bind behind your low back or your head. Take a breath in. Exhale, find a bind behind your low back. Intertwine your fingers. If you have a strap or a towel, great option to create more space, more distance between your hands. And then allow your hands to start to fall away from your hips. My brother's a great option here. Relax your head. If you started to gain tension there, send your gaze backwards between your knees. On your next inhale, release your hands back to your hips. Exhale, let them drape all the way down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Toe heel your feet together or hip distance apart. Pull your shoulder blades on your back. Press your palms into your shins or your quads. Find connection with your own physical body. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Samastitihi. Roll all the way up through your spine. Press your hands into your heart space. Blink your eyes closed. And then use these few moments of stillness to set your intention for practice. If you are here for connection, awesome, stick with it. If there's something bigger, something else you need to practice for, make this yours. On an inhale, seal your intention. Exhale, send it out. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your fingertips skywards. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Hug through your core, pull your floating ribs together, and then press down into all four corners of your feet. Feel yourself connected, rooted into this space. Breathe in. Exhale, mini back bend. Goal post your arms. Gaze up, maybe even slightly backwards, but keep your core strong. If you notice your floating ribs start to pull away from one another, knit them in together. Breathe out. Inhale, mountain pose. Bless you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Stay and breathe. Plant your hands, step your feet backwards. Check in. Pull your shoulders directly over your wrists. Keep a soft bend through your elbows. Now notice if you start to sink between your shoulders, rather press up. Get rid of the space between your shoulder blades. Actually, find space between your shoulder blades rather than squeezing them together. There it is. Take an inhale. Exhale, control all the way down to your stomach. Prepare for low cobra. Toenail polish side of your feet comes to the earth. Hands are directly underneath your elbows. Inhale, low cobra. Pull your chest off of the earth. Keep your feet rooted down, but hug through the backside of your legs so your kneecaps can peel off. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up, high plank or tabletop. Choose your intensity. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, boys. Take a breath in and let it go. We'll flow our sun A. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. This time, stay for just one inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release. Breathe in, press up, high plank, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Take your inhale. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, low cobra. Breathe out, release. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay and breathe. As you settle back into your downward facing dog, take this time to again connect with your purpose for your practice. And connect with how your body feels here and now. You've already done a little bit of movement, actually quite a lot of bit of movement. So notice how things have changed, how they've shifted, both physically and mentally. Take an inhale. Allow an exhale. One more, fill up. And let go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, and breathe. Sink backwards into your heels. And if you notice your toes starting to grip onto the earth, give them a little freedom, let them breathe. My dad took a great option to take a block between your inner thighs. If you have your feet together, I want you to imagine as if you were spiraling your inner thighs together to help find more engagement between your inner thighs. Nice. They both took the great option of pressing your hands into your heart. If you want more work through your shoulders, bring your biceps around your ears. Either way, stay low into your chair. Pull your shoulders over your hips. Turn the corners of your mouth up. They both kind of did it. It's okay. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, dive over your straight legs. Breathe in, halfway lift. Here it is. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember your options. You're always welcome to skip or take it from your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Chaturanga is a great time to connect with what your body needs rather than what these people are doing on the screen or maybe even what someone else is doing next to you at home. Connect with your body. Take an inhale. Allow an exhale. Inhale, sail your right leg high. Stay and breathe. Squeeze from your inner thigh and your hamstring so that your pinky toes stay dialed down. Be mindful that your weight is even between both palms. Take an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot all the way between your hands and pause. 15 digits at the top of your mat. If you notice your knees start to jet past your toes, take up more space. I'm sure you have plenty of it at home, so take advantage of it while you got it. Now pull your back heel over your back toes and then squeeze your back leg towards the sky. Hug from your hamstring. Notice if your chest has collapsed onto your leg, can you hug through your core instead? Breathe out. Inhale, warrior two. Stay and breathe. Open up, square your hips and your shoulders, your belly button to the side wall. Press into the knife edge of your back foot. Find engagement through your back leg just as much as your front leg. Sink into your front heel and then press your front knee open towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe here. Reach forward first and then tick-tock through your arms. Press your knee open towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Notice if you started to come out of your lunge and then recommit. Bring your calf in line with the back side of your heel. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay and breathe. Lower body stays the exact same. If you came out of your lunge one more time, recommit. Be mindful that this is a side body stretch, not a back bend, so keep your belly button square towards the side. Soften your shoulder away from your ear, but find more length through your fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Windmill your hands to your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or skip. My dad's showing off with the ekapada over here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sail your left leg high. Breathe. Dial your pinky toe down. Keep your hips level with your mat. And again, weight between both of your palms. Take an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Pause and breathe. Stack your joints, knee on top of your ankle. Press your back hamstring towards the sky. Pull your shoulder blades onto your back. Think of a slight up dog through your chest, similar to your low cobra. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Back foot is parallel with the short end of your mat. Front toes track directly forward. Hug between your inner thighs. Try to crinkle up your mat. Okay, so then now pull up from your pelvic floor. Your core is still working here, even though it's not isolated. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Pause. Reach forward, find space. TikTok your arms. Start to roll your heart towards the sky rather than collapsing to your mat. Can you open up a little bit more? Do so with your right hip as well, so you begin to stack your hips on top of one another. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sass your back hip down away from your ribcage to find more space between both side bodies. Again, commit into your front lunge. Glide your left shoulder away from your ear. Find some space in your neck. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. We will connect our breath and our movement together through our Sun A. Take a deep breath in and then let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, get low for just a breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Nice control, boys. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Reset. One more time. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Smile at the camera. Exhale, downward facing dog. I think I just got an eye roll out of them. Inhale, left leg, last side. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Pull your shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay and breathe for just a few rounds of breath. Again, like you did at the beginning of practice, reconnect. Notice how your body has shifted. Notice how maybe your intention has shifted a little bit. A lot of times when I step on time out, I think I need one thing, and then things change and I need something else. So reconnect with what your body needs in this moment. Breathe in. Release your knees to your mat. Give yourself a high five pat on your back. Sip a water towel off, whatever you need, and then come all the way onto your backs. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees go out wide like a butterfly. Inhale your fingertips behind your ears. Seal your low back to the earth. Breathe in. Exhale, crunch up. Pull your shoulder blades off the earth. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. You're off on your own. Keep space between your chin and your chest rather than trying to look forward. I promise they aren't doing anything too fancy on the screen right now. Gaze up. Give yourself space to breathe. Now notice if your fingertips are doing the work, rather let your core do the work, or let your hands be light on your head. Now connect with the intention, the sensation that you need here. If it's a little bit more, press your feet firmly together so much so that they can come off of your mat along with your shoulders. Okay, great control. Stick with your breath. Take it 3 more on your own time. After your last one, give yourself a moment to reset, long body stretch, quick hug of your knees, whatever you need. Eagle crunches. Wrap your right leg up and over your left leg. Snake your right arm underneath your left arm. Inhale, pull your knees and elbows away from one another. Exhale, crunch everything in. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, squeeze into a tiny little ball. If the bind through your upper body or your lower body doesn't feel too great to you, give yourself a hug instead. You can always take figure 4 with your legs too. Either way, your low back stays glued onto your mat. If you feel this tiny little part start to come off the earth, no need to extend your legs quite as far. You'll get plenty of work either way, I promise. Come back to your breath. This is a place that can be incredibly challenging and a place where I often lose my breath, so use it to stay connected in this space. You've only got 2 more on this side, but the good news is that we're all blessed with 2 sides, so we get to do it again. After your last one, untangle, retangle, left leg up and over, left arm under. Make yourself into a giant pretzel. Inhale, pull your knees and your elbows away from one another. Exhale, squeeze to the middle. Second side, best side. I'm going to trust you that once you feel even from one side to the next, that's when you're done. I'm not going to count you down this time. So when you feel it in your body, that's when you find your release. Nice. After your last one, unwind. Plant the soles of your feet flat to your mat so your knees go directly up. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Inhale, bridge pose. Press your hips towards the sky. Stay and breathe. Lengthen through the front side of your body. You just did a whole lot of contracting, so feel the length come in through your quads and into your core. Find a slight squeeze between your inner thighs to keep them in line with your hips. And again, space comes between your chin and your chest. Oxygen is your friend, so make some room for it. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down to your mat. Once your hips hit the earth, move into a place that's comfortable in your body. Supta Baddha. You can take fallen bridge with your feet out and your knees in. Place one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Right here, I want you to physically connect with your hands resting on your body. Notice everything that's happening underneath them. Maybe your heart is beating a little faster than normal. But then also feel your belly expand fully and completely with life, with the energy that you have cultivated all on your own in this past half an hour or so. Notice the things that you are capable of doing. When you take the time to slow down and connect with you, you realize how powerful you truly are. Take a breath in and sigh it out. Start to bring your hands to your legs. Draw them in towards one another and all the way into your chest. Find some movement, rock side to side, forward, back. Give your spine a little bit of love. Maybe go clockwise, counterclockwise. And then when you are ready, gain enough momentum to come up to a comfortable seat. All right, boys, how you feeling? Great, good, I love it. Great. Okay, it is time to work on our inversion. An inversion is simply that your heart is above your head. So down dog's an inversion, forward fold is an inversion. Now we're just going to have some more fun with it and get on our hands. So for crow pose, you want to start with your hands shoulder width apart, when your fingers out wide so you have a strong base to come onto. I like to start in this super squatty position because this is where you're going to be, just upside down. Plant your hands on the earth, gaze forward past your hands, hug through your core. If you look down or back, you're going to take a tumble. So unless you're working on your somersaults, I suggest looking forward. Hug up through your core, find a lightness through your feet. Play around, pull one foot off, place it down, other foot, give it a little dance, place it down. If that's all you want to do, awesome, rock it out. If you want to fly, let's fly. Look forward, hug up, one foot, other foot. Know that your fingertips are your brake pads, so if you feel yourself start to rock forward, press into your fingertips to rock onto your booty instead. Questions? Play around. Fly away, my little crows. If crow pose is not normally in your practice, the good news is that you're at home by yourself, so if you do fall on your face, no one's going to laugh at you. I'll laugh at both of them if they do, though. You're welcome. Cool. If you've got one more flight in you, go for it. If not, land in your nest, come to a seat. Dad, I know this wasn't your first time. Evan, was it your first time trying crow pose?
No, it's been a year.
It's been a year. Nice work, Evan. If it was your first time at home trying crow pose, give yourself a high five, and we will meet back in downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. Another sip of water towel is always a great thing to take if you need additional movement. It's all yours before you settle in. And once you do reach your downward facing dog, reconnect with your breath. There's a good chance that getting upside down is very uncomfortable in your body, and when we're placed in uncomfortable positions, we lose our breath. Pull it back in, and then use your breath to reconnect, to reground into your mat. Take a deep breath in, and sigh it out. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Listen for the change. Inhale, crescent lunge. Pull your shoulders over your hips. Keep your hips square with the top of your mat. Nice. I love how they actually both took their hands to their hips to check in. Pull your back heel over your back toes. If that means you need to bend into your back knee so that your hips and your low back stay neutral, please do so. Breathe in. Exhale, pull your hands into your heart space. Inhale, hinge forward to find length through your spine. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, twist to your right. Nice. Great option to release your back knee down towards the earth. This is a great way to take balance out of the equation and to really focus on your twist. With each inhale that you take, find some more length through your spine so that you do have space to twist a little bit deeper on your exhale. Check in with your hands, bring them into your heart space rather than your armpit, and start to stack your top elbow on top. Stay here for one more inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Release both hands to the inside of your right toes. Wiggle your foot to the top corner of your mat, past your front knee. Now, before you settle in, physically look at your foot. If you notice your foot is closer to your hips than your knee, I want you to walk your toes even further forward. Nice. And then great option to release your back knee down. If you have blocks, books, or anything around your house, you can create a little bit more height underneath your elbows. Maybe this is where you cuddle with your puppy. I know my dog would be laying on my mat right about now. And then send breath to any points of tension through your body. Stay tuned in with the big areas, but note the small areas are just important. So if you start to grip through your hands, let it go. If you start to squeeze your jaw, Maybe even let go of the space between your eyebrows. We're not here to work on our number 11s today. Maybe you guys have number 1s. I don't really know. Those are your number 11s. Take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. Inhale, work back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toe. High plank. Sweep your right foot backwards behind you. Exhale, ground down through your left palm. Inhale, side plank, open up. Know that you do have options for side plank, so stay connected with your own body. If your back knee wants to come down, sweet, rock it out. You can come down to your forearm. You can stack your feet. You can scissor your legs. You can even lift your top leg. But wherever you are, I do require your hips and the corners of your mouth to go up towards the sky. Or your tongue to come out. That's cool too. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Stay here for an inhale because you can. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Reset. Inhale, sail your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, and pause. Pull your shoulders over your hips. Hug through your low belly to protect your low back. Keep your hips square with the top of your mat. Nice. Check in with your back leg. Pull your heel over your back toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your hands together. Breathe in, hinge forward. Exhale, revolve crescent to your left. Know that if your elbow doesn't make it to the opposite side of your knee, that it's absolutely okay. If you actually make it there and you feel any pain or pinching, that's your body's way of saying you've gone too far. Know that your elbow can sit on top of your leg or can even press to your inner thigh. Even if you didn't release your back knee down on the first side, that's still a great option here. Continue to find length in your spine. Pull the crown of your head closer towards me. Or I guess maybe I'm not in front of you, and if that's the case, closer forward. Breathe in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Hands ground to the inside of your front foot. Walk your toes to the top corner of your mat. Back knee comes down. Just like on your first side, notice any points of tension through your body. Send your breath there. There's a good chance that it's a different area because your body is not made evenly from one side to the next. So stay connected with this side. Notice the differences that you have in your body. Stay for one more exhale. Inhale, rebuild all the way into your plank pose. Ground down through your palms. Sweep your left foot behind you. On your exhale, bring your right hand to the center of your mat. Inhale, side plank, open up. Just like on the first side, you have options here. If you need a different option than you took on the first side, go for it. Rainbow your hips up, and then raise your hand high if side plank is your favorite thing to do. Oh yeah. Full breath in. Exhale, high plank. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Inhale, lift your right leg high back into our flow. Exhale, low lunge will add on. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Here's your change. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Sass your hips backwards. Pull the crown of your head forward. Notice if you started to collapse through your hips or your chest, continue to roll open, stay stacked. And then notice if you started to collapse forward, pull your chest backwards. Beautiful. If you locked out your knees, keep a micro bend. Use your muscles rather than your joints. Breathe out. Inhale, star pose, rise up, get big. Exhale, horse pose. Rotate your knees and toes open to about 10 and 2, and then sink your tailbone down. Nice. Track your knees over your pinky toes. I like to use these first couple of moments to find movement. You can dip through one shoulder or the next. Maybe you sway side to side, or if stillness is your jam, rock it out. Notice if you started to lean forward through your chest, pull your shoulders over your hips, hug through your core. Nice, and just because you all can, exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, star pose, get big. Exhale, warrior two towards the front. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, breathe in, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Hips go back. Pull forward through your torso. Nice. Now find more length through your torso. Imagine as if I had a string attached to your hip and your head and I could physically make you longer. Sometimes I like to imagine as if I'm flat Stanley here. I said that in the class a couple weeks ago and no one knew what it was. But I know Evan read those books because he's older than me and I read them after him. Yes, you do. Take a breath out. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Parallel your feet with one another. Hinge all the way down towards your mat. Use these first couple of moments to do whatever you need to do in your practice, and then we'll work into a bind together, similar to what we took away at the beginning of practice. Take an exhale. Inhale, find your bind, intertwine your hands behind your low back, or again, capture a towel if that's what you need, and then allow your hands to fall away from your hips. Notice how with all the heart opening, all the movement that you've already done throughout practice, maybe you can take this a little bit further. Maybe your further is simply being able to breathe easier in this posture. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your hands to your hips and let them drape all the way down. Breathe in, halfway lift, hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, star pose. Use your core to rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Even breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in at chair pose. Exhale, eagle pose. Ground through your right foot. Lift your left leg. Wrap it up and over. Then snake your left arm under. Great thing about this balance is that you guys have already done the same exact posture just on your back. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Sink low into your legs. If you keep the bind through your upper body, work your elbows up and your forearms away. My dad took a great option to give himself a big old bear hug. Great option to capture your shoulders and then pull them away from one another. Take a breath in. Exhale, untangle. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, eagle, second side. Ground through your left foot. Sweep your right leg up and over, your right arm underneath. Again, inner thighs squeeze together. If you had a $100 bill between there, I wouldn't be able to take it from you. Continue to pull your shoulders over your hips rather than rounding forward through your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, unwind. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, dancer's pose. Bring your left elbow into your hip. Hitchhike your thumb backwards so that your shoulders stay rotated open, and then capture the inside of your left foot. Notice if you had this whole like flippy thing going on, keep the eye of your elbow, the fleshy part, open rather than the bony part. Now you can keep your knees together for a quad stretch. If you wish to express, start to kick backwards. Let your foot be what drives the movement. Either way, your inner thighs stay hugged in towards one another. Be mindful that you are slightly sprung. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, step on out. Second side, inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, dancer. Take it slowly, right elbow into your hip. Hitchhike your thumb backwards to keep your shoulder open. Capture the inside of your foot. Again, great option to keep your knees together or start to kick backwards. Let your foot be what drives the movement. Again, hug your inner thighs together. Imagine as if you had two magnets on your inner thighs. Pull them in. The little dog just went running by. Take a breath in. Exhale, come on out. One more inhale, mountain. Exhale, tree. Bring your hands to your heart. Rotate your left knee open. Now you can kickstand your foot, press it to your calf or all the way up to your thigh. Wherever you land, avoid your knee, please. Work your knee open as you press your foot into your leg. Nice. I love to express through my tree here. You can grow roots down into the ground, branches to the earth, branches to the sky, and even become a tree blowing in the wind, whether it be on purpose or on accident. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Last side, inhale, mountain. Exhale, tree, hands to heart. Right knee opens. Again, kickstand at calf or thigh. Even if you didn't express on the first side, maybe this is a time that you play around. If you timber over, get right back into it. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale your last chaturanga. Take it or leave it. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and give it back. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly with control. Once you reach the earth, pull your hands down by your sides. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Inhale, locust pose. Peel everything from your pinky toes to the crown of your head off of the earth. Spiral your pinky fingers in towards one another and then pull your shoulder blades further backwards towards your heels. Nice. Notice the work comes in through your backside body rather than your core. So hug your belly button towards your spine. Lengthen through your neck. Breathe and get a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Windshield wiper your legs side to side to reset your low back. And then when you're ready, glide your elbows underneath your shoulders. Make a number 11 with your forearms. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Pull your chest off of the earth. Keep your upper body active. Drag your elbows backwards and then squeeze your forearms in towards one another. If you feel any pinch through your low back, tuck your tailbone under. Make the space between your hips and your rib cage smaller. Now start to activate through your legs. Rather than letting them hang out back there, squeeze. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly release. One more time, windshield wiper your legs if that felt good the first time around. And when you're ready, inhale, press up, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sail your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Pull your right knee in line with your right wrist crease. Keep your hips square with the top of your mat. This is a great place to use blocks if you have them underneath your your right hip to give you more height, or even underneath your hands to bring the ground closer to you. Even as we start to slow down practice, especially as we start to slow down practice, stay connected. Remind yourself that you gave yourself a whole 60 moments for you. So take advantage of the time that you have left while you're here. For me, this is typically when the to-do lists, the checklists start to flood back in. Come back to your breath. Sleeping pigeons, please rise. Work up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, sweep your right leg up back behind you. Find some movement. Bend, open, twist, shimmy, shake. If you have room to flip, you've done plenty of heart opening, go for it. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sail your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, second side. Bring your left knee to your left wrist crease. Work to square your hips to the top of your mat. Again, great option to bring your blocks underneath your left glute this time around to help keep yourself square. And again, settle in. You know that you'll be here for a few moments. Maybe even start to shut down your eyes. Start to rebuild. Work up onto your palms, tuck your back toes. Inhale, sail your left leg high. Find some movement. Bend, open, shimmy, shake. Downward facing dog. Take your deepest, fullest breath in. Exhale, release your knees to your mat. Come to a seat. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Pull your right knee into the side as if you were taking tree pose. Breathe in, lift your arms. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana, fold over your front leg. Work to find a long spine here. Know that length is way more important than depth, so pull your shoulder blades onto your back. Press your tailbone backwards as you work your heart forward. Take an exhale. Inhale, roll up through your spine. Switch sides, extend your right leg, pull your left knee in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. You still have props around you. Know that you can use your strap or a towel around your foot like my dad is doing. If you want something to rest your knee on, you can bring books, blocks, something underneath there so you can start to relax it open. Breathe out. Inhale, roll all the way up. Extend both legs out in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you. Exhale, slowly control down to your backs. Once you reach the earth, hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Exhale, supine twist. Let your knees fall off to the left side of your body. Stack your hips. That may mean you to lift, shimmy, scoot your left hip towards the center of your mat. Relax through your chest. If your right shoulder starts to roll off of the earth, rather than forcing it back down to your mat, find a release through your chest, a stretch in through your pecs. Inhale, unwind, reset your spine. Exhale, let your knees fall off to the right. If you have not done so already, I invite you to start to shut down your eyes. There is very little left to see and even less left to do. If you notice yourself gripping physically through your body, allow gravity to start to take over. You've put in the work. Inhale all the way into center. Happy baby's pose. Capture for your feet, calves, hamstrings, whatever you can take a hold of while your tailbone and your head stay connected to your mat. If either start to pull up, release your feet and grab further down onto your legs. This is the last active posture I will offer you. So if you would like a little bit of movement, please take it, sway side to side, bend extend through one leg and the next. If there is a completely different posture you need to make practice feel complete, please take it. Inhale, wrap your forearms around your shins. Give yourself a giant squeeze. Thank your body for the work that it's just put in. And on your exhale, Shavasana. Take up space on your mat. Let your arms and your legs fall long. Close your eyes. I'll pull you out in just a couple of moments. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Allow movement to flood back in through your body. Start small and slow at first, your fingertips and your toes. And allow it to travel a little bit bigger through your wrists and your ankles, all the way through your arms and your legs. And when you are ready, inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, roll to your right side, supported fetal position. Take these last few moments on your mat, one more time to connect with yourself. When you're able to find this connection with yourself, you're more able to authentically connect with others and to bring it off of your mat. So whenever you need the time to slow down, to press pause, know that your mat is there for you. Keeping your eyes soft or closed, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Exhale the stale air out of your body. Inhale, sweep your arms above your head, palms to touch. Exhale your thumbs into your heart space. The love, the light in me is so honored to be able to connect virtually with the love, light inside of each and every one of you. Guide your thumbs to your third eye center, your seat of intuition. To seal our practice, we bow forward. Namaste. Give yourself a round of applause. Give my boys a round of applause. They crushed it up here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background.